Cabinet has met this evening to make decisions on our response to 3 cases reported earlier today within a household in Auckland. As of 11:59 p.m. tonight, Sunday, February 14, Auckland will move to level 3 for a period of 3 days until midnight on Wednesday. The rest of New Zealand will move to level 2 for the same period of time. The main thing we are asking people in Auckland to do is to stay home.
It has just been announced that from midnight tonight we will be moving into alert level 3 here in Auckland, with the rest of the country being placed into level 2. The exact same situation as what happened back in August. I'm not upset about going into level 3 because what we've seen with Australia and how... Sorry, my dog is just chasing a fly right now. What we've seen with Australia is that this virus can just pop out of nowhere and out of control. This could just be one of those situations. I'm disappointed. You know, let's get real here. No one wants to go into lockdown. No one wants these stay-at-home orders. But I'm not upset about it. So sit back and enjoy my vlog.
Bit bloody nervous because who knows what the hell is going to happen. Incredible opportunity to bring these people back into the fishbowl and see how they're getting on.
I'm watching Married at First Sight, the reunion.
Probably one of the biggest characters.
Okay, hello, it's been a while. I've finished watching Married at First Sight and The Amazing Race, because I'm a big reality TV fan. We are just over an hour away until Auckland heads back into level 3. It's been a while since we've been in level 3. I was just talking to a colleague of mine, because by the way, I literally just secured myself a job. I literally accepted my job offer a couple days ago and I had my last day of training today. And I was just talking to some colleagues and we were just looking out in the public where there was a performance going on in the street, and I was just saying, this is illegal in some countries, you know, like I struggle with it, you know, and these lockdowns kind of bring it back to me, but I really struggle to process sometimes that countries like the UK and like America are struggling with the virus and we're just here being ourselves, like living like it's 2019. I actually feel quite good because I've been mentally preparing for this for a while, just because level 1 is literally called prepare, so I've just been mentally preparing myself for when we do go back into lockdown. And I get that it's because I'm not in uni, but also I just secured myself a job, like a normal human job, not an acting job. So, and I like this job, you know, I've done a few days of training and I love it. And now we're going into level 3. Hello, so, yep, we're in this. It's raining outside, so perfect lockdown weather. It's because when we went into level 4 back in March, the first lockdown, it was so sunny outside that it was like, out of all times to go into lockdown, this is it. But looking at the weather, it's just the perfect time for lockdown because less people will be outside, less people will be mingling with other people, so I think this is great. But you know, like, it's interesting to look at the different responses of going into lockdown from different countries, like the UK. When they go into lockdown, it's like, oh my gosh, Boris, can you make up your mind? Whereas with us, we spent so much time in alert level 1 mingling with everyone. You know, we have no travel restrictions, no gathering restrictions, we just have closures at the international border. You know, our lockdown is a different meaning for us. For us, it's like, oh my gosh, not again. Anyway, so today I've got some work to do for Monash University over in Australia. I'm involved in a research over there, a research project over there. And, you know, regardless of alert levels, I will be doing that from home on the internet because border closures are still a thing. After that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to definitely watch the press conference. I might actually just relax.
Okay, let's talk first up about the genome sequencing.
Yes.
Do we know the results of the 2 cases of mum and the daughter? What are you able to tell us?
We do, and I can share that with you now. Late last night, we received from ESR, our testing lab, the results of the genome sequencing. Now, that's telling us that we were right to take the decision we did. It is the UK variant.
It's been a while since I last got the camera out. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Today, I've just been playing Minecraft. That's what I've been doing. I'm gonna get myself ready for the 4 o'clock press conference today. So I've just been thinking about the situation in Auckland today and kind of just thought, you know, I think this lockdown might be extended until we do like a 5 to 7 day lockdown, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be shocked if we do a full 2 weeks, just in order for us to be able to assess the situation. And I'm no politician and I'm no infectious diseases expert. I don't even study microbiology or infectious diseases at uni. But just by what I understand of COVID and what we've seen in New Zealand in the past, that's just my observation of what I think will be happening, is that we will be doing minimum 5 to 7 days in lockdown, so I think this will be extended, which I won't be too shocked about. I'll actually be very surprised if we move to alert level 2. Tomorrow is the day that will really matter because the test results of everyone who has been tested today and the close contacts will be coming back. And this is where we'll really start figuring out whether or not the lockdown will need to be extended. Biggest city in the country, 80% of MIQ facilities, you know, we hold a quarter of the country's population in this one city. So, can't be very surprised. Yeah, I think for tonight I'm just going to finish off editing a March with Michael video. The final March with Michael video. I never expected a video like this to come out after March with Michael.
You've got to be careful how we have this conversation because we're the envy of the world. I don't know how many people I've heard from overseas saying, gosh, I wish I could be in New Zealand at the moment. But that doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels, and that doesn't mean we can't do better.
Basically, we are using the same system we introduced almost a year ago. It worked well then, but it needs a lot of fine-tuning. We know the weakness for New Zealand. This is where the virus is coming from. New Zealand started very well, but I think we've been extremely slow to embrace scientific advances. The virus is continuing to mutate. It's becoming tougher to manage, and we need to keep ahead of it.
Today I kind of just had a bit of a normal kind of day. I just didn't film at all this morning. I went onto my laptop to just do the second phase of editing of the final March with Michael video. I also have contacted some people to get some B-roll of their streets, which you would have seen just before. Oh yes, socially distanced chase time. Hello, Socks. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. I was watching the news hub, and what happened was that this was said at the press conference earlier, but everyone who is a close contact who has received their test results back have received negative test results. Which leads to the question of where did this virus come from? And don't get me wrong, I'm not at all blaming the people who have tested positive. I'm grateful for them for being tested. They took the time out of their day to get tested for COVID. I'm guessing we might be moving to alert level 2. You know, we're being told at about like 4:30 tomorrow if we're moving down alert levels. And also the first lot of vaccines have already arrived. They arrived yesterday in New Zealand. but the first people in New Zealand to get vaccinated for COVID-19 are going to be vaccinated from Saturday, which is amazing. I'm going to go take my dog out for a walk because I didn't go out for a walk yesterday and I think I need to go outside for some fresh air.
It is so weird how eerily empty this area is. Like, you know, normally around this time there'd be a bit of like a party going on or something. No, that's not even happening here. Kind of like this, but kind of don't. Like, it's like walking on a movie set, but you know the dangers to this.
Backing the team to saving lives at sea. This fleet was built for you, New Zealand. So every time you monthly prepaid plans, you pay monthly, 12 times a year. The other guys charge you 28 days for their most common prepaid plans. That's 13 times. So what are you waiting for? Dare to do extra this summer. Kiwis know a thing or two about fish and chips. So to test our new fish and chips,
His paw is twitching.
call them the experts. Fish chips are bloody good.
Oh, he's awake.
Hello, I've just been editing this vlog that you're watching right now, and yeah, I'm just scared I'm kind of over-dramatising it, making it over-dramatic.
Morena, Miss Collins, how are you?
Oh, Atamarie, Jenny May, I'm great, thank you.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Okay, did the government make the right call with the alert level change?
Well, we presume that they have, because we can't sort of risk Auckland and also the rest of the country ending up with COVID-19 throughout the communities. I am very hopeful that they might lift these levels.
So we talk a lot about the government responsibility. I want you to talk to us about our responsibility. What is it you need more of?
Well, look, I mean, ultimately, like I said yesterday, we're a country that responds. We're not necessarily a country that prepares. The more preparation we do, and this is as the whole team of 5 million, the less likely we are to need to respond. So QR code scanning is so critical. It is such an important part of our response. Whenever we get a positive case, the faster we can contact trace that person, isolate any close contacts or any risk, then the less likely we are to need to escalate alert levels. Scan the QR codes.
Today is a bit of a scary day because it is the day where the government announces whether or not we will be moving out of level 3. I'm pretty nervous about what's going to happen today just because this is a day that really matters to us. You know, are we going to level 2? Are we going to remain in level 3? Are we moving into level 4? Right now, no evidence to prove that we need to go to level 4. On day 1 of lockdown, we had about like 15,000 tests done, and a lot of them, if not all of them, have like come back negative. That's a start. A lot of companies are losing money because of this one, because this one is not a subsidised lockdown so far. If we move to level 2, then there will be a bit of a subsidy, but this one is not subsidised and we are not getting enough. Well, we aren't actually getting any money from the government. I'm going to go watch the 11:30 news, and then I'm going to go watch the 12 o'clock news, News Hub, and then One News, and then we'll see what happens. Remember how I said we had 0 new cases, so it was enough reason for us to get out of level 3? Well, we just found out that we have 2 more cases, so I don't know what's going to happen. I think we might need to stay in level 3 just out of caution. Obviously, there is absolutely no shame in having COVID-19. You know, people are not the problem with COVID-19. We're the solution. People who are tested positive should be praised for getting tested, for respecting not just themselves but for the community, understanding the impacts of COVID-19. You know, I just have so much respect for anyone who gets a test for COVID. There's been a lot of racism going towards the Asian and Māori Pacifica community due to the coronavirus, you know, with the Auckland cluster and now the Valentine's Day cluster, which is going on right now. There's a lot of racism going on when, you know, it's no one's fault. We'll see what happens at 4:30 tonight. What's more is that I have just been updated with some stuff for uni, so I'm going to need to start doing some uni things very soon because we start in just under 2 weeks now. We are now just under 10 minutes away from the announcement. Staying in level 3, moving up to level 4, or are we going to level 2? I'm thinking maybe stay at level 3 for another few more days, just so we can figure out how far the new cases have gone, and just for stability, because you don't know if people who have tested negative are actually incubating the virus or not, so just that safety blanket, you know what I mean?
I really want to thank Papatoetoe High School, its leaders, staff, students and the wider community for the brilliant way they have responded to this week's developments. Their prompt actions, willingness to be tested means our system has been able to kick in as it should have and identify these cases. Just a reminder, of course, COVID-19 is an unwanted visitor. No one at the high school invited it in.
Based on our usual criteria, the Director General of Health has recommended to Cabinet, and Cabinet has agreed, that as of midnight tonight, Auckland will drop down to alert level 2. The remainder of New Zealand will move to level 1 at midnight tonight. Ultimately, it is because cases A and B got tested that we are able to move down alert levels today, and we want to thank them for their actions.
I kind of bought a thing online and it just arrived today. So this is the best day ever. Level 2 and the shirt arrived. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at that pattern. And the material is so nice. As well as that, Calvin Klein. I've written about Calvin Klein and I do like Calvin Klein products.
Here I am on my walk. Final level 3 walk. Hopefully there's no yo-yo. And then after this I've got to watch The Bachelorette actually. Because I'm a big reality TV fan, as I said earlier, so reality TV is a priority, it's an essential for me. It's really weird knowing we're going to be in level 2 tomorrow, because this has got to be the world's shortest lockdown.
So it's been a few hours. We're moving to level 2, which is just awesome. Today is just a day of good news actually, because we are going to level 2 tonight. But also the university announced that all exams for semester 1 will be held online. Like, that's amazing. And then also one of my friends who moved to the US is coming back to New Zealand at the end of the year. Today is a day of good news and happiness and goodness. Regardless of alert levels, we all need to remain vigilant. We all need to scan our QR codes. We all need to show respect to people if they want to wear a face mask. Wear your face mask on public transport and on a flight that's domestic. And also get tested if you feel unwell. And also point out the racism in the community. Point out racism towards Asians and Pacific Islanders and Māori. It's not fair. And it's wrong. And this needs to stop. So please, while the pandemic is raging outside of the country, we need to remember that we are not immune. We are not bulletproof. Be strong, be kind, and let's all unite against COVID-19. Thank you very much for watching this video, and leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment how your lockdown went. Subscribe if you haven't, because I make a new video every week. And I hope to see you in another video.